Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share my learning notes about data protections basics. Let's start with why privacy matters. Whether you know it or not, you play an important role in protecting personal information. The digital economy is creating massive amounts of data, and with more data comes more responsibility. Everyone who processes personal information needs to understand how to protect individual privacy. When data is handled correctly, it can create value for your organization's customers and employees. When handled incorrectly, there can be significant consequences for all involved. In many cases, you are responsible for appropriately processing this data. Let's learn about the type of privacy. The first one is bodily. Bodily privacy focuses on the protections of your physical self. Example includes genetic testing, drug testing, body scanners, facial recognitions, or pat-downs. The second privacy type is territorial privacy. This form of privacy limits the ability of others to intrude into your home, office, or other physical space. Think about police searches, GPS, and smart home devices. Communication privacy type. This privacy type is concerned with the confidentiality of all forms of communications. This includes email monitoring, wiretapping, and recording calls. Your mobile devices and email generates a never-ending communication trail. The last privacy type is informations. This is also known as data protections in the European Union. It addresses the use, handling, and protections of personal information or any information relating to unidentified or identifiable individuals. This includes public records, online trackings like online shopping, education records, and employee files. Let's practice by trying to classify the privacy type of the following examples. The wearable device is an example of which privacy type? The answer is bodily, because it interacts with your physical. The video surveillance is an example of which privacy type? The answer is territorial, because it can limit others from intruding on some spaces. Social media is an example of which privacy type? The answer is communications and information privacy, because we are using social media to communicate and share information. Data protections and data security sound similar. Actually, they are very different avenues for keeping personal information safe. Data protections is safeguarding important information from corruptions, compromises, or loss. The concept centers around creating policies and procedures for data backup and recovery, protecting data that aligns with the Organization Service Level Agreements or SLA, particularly regarding recovery point objectives or RPOs and recovery time objectives or RTOs. Example, a policy about who can access personal information, or providing an option for customers to unsubscribe from emails, or informing customers that their calls are being monitored. Data security is defending personal information against internal and external malicious threats. Although data security focuses specifically on keeping data secure, It also incorporates infrastructure security. Organizations have adopted countless security measures and data security tools to guarantee data security. Example, multi-factor authentications or MFA, which uses at least two methods to verify a user's identity. Encrypting financial data, locking doors to the file room, and configuring user accounts to prohibit access to data. Why you should care about privacy and data protections. Breaking the law, violating policy, or failing to meet individuals' privacy and data protections expectations can lead to high costs and risks for your organizations. The possible consequences are brand and reputations at risk. Customers can reject products or services if they don't meet expectations, and significant fines and legal costs. With all these reasons to manage personal information properly, you may think that securing it is all you need to do, but actually no. I will give you a problem and try to solve it. If you work in the human resource divisions and you are using personal information for an outside research study without employees' consents, you might be infringing on their privacy. So how to fix this problem? Blocking your access to the human resources files would not be a good solution in these situations, because your job involves many legitimate uses of employee information. Data security measures cannot solve this problem. So what we have to do? The organizations need a privacy policy that describes how employee information can and cannot be used, and you need to know and follow that policy. Security is about maintaining the confidentiality, integrity, and availability of personal information, while data protection and privacy are about determining the proper uses of that information. What is personal information? Personal information can take many forms, some that we share freely and others that we prefer to keep private. In these sections, we will learn how to recognize and handle personal information properly. According to General Data Protection Regulations or GDPR, personal information or data means any information relating to an identified or identifiable natural persons. An identifiable natural person is one who can be identified directly or indirectly, in particular by reference to an identifier, such as name, ID, locations data, economic, or social identity. Can you try to categorize this identifier example? Which is a direct identifier and which is an indirect identifier? Let's do some practice. Is the coupon code considered personal information? The answer is yes or no. Generally, coupon code is not considered as personal information. However, many organizations use unique identifiers and personal emails in their coupons to track individual customers' activity. In those cases, a coupon code may be considered personal information because it could be used to identify a specific customer. Some categories of information are sensitive and require specific handling. Special categories of personal information are subject to stricter regulations and limitations on usage. Example, Health informations. Informations like medical conditions or doctor's reports. Genetic informations. Data like paternity tests or genetic screenings. Biometric informations. Informations like fingerprints and retinal scanning. Religions affiliations. Informations about whether you belong to a religious group or not, and if so, which one. Political affiliations. What, if any, political party you support. And intimate relations. Your sexual orientations or details about your intimate relationships. It's good to know personal informations, but it's even better to know how to handle it. Let's start with an example. An email address by itself is not sensitive information. Still, if it's included in a list for diabetic monthly subscribers, then it alludes to health information, which is considered sensitive. Understanding the context of personal data and its sensitivity is key to using it correctly. Another potential issue for personal information in its identifiability, or how easy it is to identify a specific person from that information. Let's see an example of it. Your company has recently developed a product to reduce snoring. Reviews has been positive, and the company wants to share customer feedbacks as part of marketing campaign. A statement such as, "I can't wait to tell my husband about this product," Jet Snyder from Liverpool, may expose the medical conditions of a specific identifiable individual and may be a data protection violation unless Ms. Snyder and her husband consent. How to reduce identifiability of the statement? We can remove a portion of the customer's name, or by hiding or masking the name entirely, or by aggregating or combining the feedback of several customers in different occasions. Processing personal information includes every action that you and your organization performs on data. From the moment your organizations come in contact with personal information until the time that information is destroyed, you must process personal information in a manner consistent with laws, your organization policies, and individuals' expectations. The process of informations coming into your organizations, being used and then destroyed is called the data lifecycle. The data lifecycle is made up of different stages of data processing. The first one is collecting and then storing, using, sharing, archiving, and destroying. Let's see what they mean. Collecting means receiving personal information, whether actively or passively. Storing means recording personal information for later use. Using, performing business transactions that require personal information. Sharing, showing or sending information to someone in your organizations or a third party. Archiving, keeping information for later use, typically in some sort of database. Destroying, deleting data permanently. Over the last several decades, there have been numbers of regulations created that govern the handling of personal information. Organizations must comply with those that are applicable where they do businesses. Most of these regulations are based on generally accepted data protection principles. Some of the most common data protection principles include transparency, means that providing a notice explaining what information is being collected and how it is being used. Consent. Person-stated decisions about whether personal information can be processed. Data minimizations. Limiting collections of information to only what is needed for a specific purpose. Purpose limitations. Information collected for one purpose should not be used for another purpose. Access. Organizations' obligations to provide individuals access to their information, like view, challenge, edit, delete, or receive copy. Security. Maintains confidentiality and integrity of information. That's all things that I want to share in this video. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more videos. Until then, keep learning and stay healthy. See you later. Bye bye.